Hello, everyone. My name is John Thomas, and I am finally able to say that I have my own podcast called Noche de Chisme. Welcome to the episode premiere of my podcast, you guys. I am very excited to finally be launching this episode. It's been quite the experience, and also the stress, but the good kind of stress, you guys. Not anything bad. Me. But yeah, you guys, I'd like to welcome each and every one of you. Those that are watching me on Instagram, hello. And those that are watching me on YouTube, hello, you guys. Now, let me give you a little bit of feedback on what Noche de Chisme is. Noche de Chisme is a bi-weekly show that will be uploaded a new episode every 2 weeks here on YouTube and also on IGTV. Noche de Chisme is a talk show type of thing, and also like a little podcast where if you just want to be in your room and just pretend like you have your friends around, or like if you just want to be here and listen to the podcast and just listen to whatever I have to say, my podcast is the number one to go to. If you're out in like work or something and you guys just want to feel like at home just chilling with friends, then you made the right choice in clicking my podcast. Noche de Chisme is just a little talk with me type of thing. Before every episode, I will be asking you guys questions on social media to do a little segment I like to call Answering the Deepest Tea. You guys heard it, Answering the Deepest Tea. So obviously, you guys, I'm a little notebook aquí, me. And when I tell you guys that the planning of episode 1 was quite the hassle, you guys, it has been quite the hassle. So I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about me. Like I said in the beginning, my name is John Thomas Ortiz. I'm a 19-year-old student. I'm in college, you guys, and I'm also working. And now I'm running my podcast. I started off as a review content creator on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube with my first job at Bath & Body Works. But after I left Bath & Body, I kind of lost motivation to do videos, and I thought to myself, what new things I can do to bring into my channel so that people are not bored with every single thing, you know? So that's when the whole idea of the podcast started coming around. I've had the idea for about 4 months now, and literally about 2 nights ago I made it official, and I started buying things to slowly start bringing the podcast to life. And so that's where the way that I wanted, or the reason why I was inspired to do a podcast, I follow a lot of Latino influencers and content creators that have their own podcasts, and I'm like, I want to be like them. So a lot of influencers inspired me, and I'll answer more questions about that in depth a little more into the podcast. I am working for retail, so if you guys see me around Harlingen, just say hi, you know. Yo no muerdo, you guys. I don't bite. So if you guys ever want to come in, say hi to me, take pictures, I am more than happy to take pictures with you guys. I don't mind that at all. But anywho, guys, that's a little bit about me. Let's go ahead and move on to the next segment of the podcast, which is, I asked you guys on Instagram story, what questions do you have for me for episode number 1? And honestly, I got asked quite a few questions, and I picked the ones that would go more with the topic of what I'm talking about here on episode 1. And I would like to start off with question number 1. Number 1 says, who or what was your inspiration to start your podcast? ¿Quién o cuál fue tu inspiración para comenzar tu podcast? Like I said in the beginning, you guys, I watched a lot of influencers, Louis Castro, Alanized, those influencers were my inspiration. Louis with Yoanti on Pretty Not Smart, and then Alanized with Noche de Pendejadas. Before you guys start questioning me on if I copied Alanized's idea, no. Noche de Chisme is something that I came up on my own. I did not, let me rephrase that. I did not reword on what Alan Nyes had with his name, you know. So Noche de Chisme, I was literally on the phone call with my friends, and they're like, and I was like, hey, why don't you guys help me out and let's do podcast names. So within that talk, Noche de Chisme came around. I'm like, it's me, you know, like I'm Latino, I'm Hispanic, and I speak both languages. So that's really that would really work the best with all the other ones. Sorry guys, I do have a cough. I do apologize. Ooh, sorry, gorge. Me. So yeah, you guys, those are my inspirations to start my podcast, and I do see my podcast changing in the future. You know, this is not going to be my permanent setup. I do plan on adding more features, and hopefully I'm praying to take Noche de Chisme to Spotify as well, so I'm really excited about that too. But anywho, let's move on to question numero dos. Question number 2 was, how will you be managing your time with school, work, and now the podcast? Honestly, you guys, time management for me has been really difficult, especially when I first started working for retail. Like, it's been a hassle. And then straight after high school, I went to college, and I'm still there. So, yes. So, I don't know. I'll just, like, on my days off from work, I like to spend part of the day with doing schoolwork, and then the other part of the day working on my platforms or resting, because I really do need to rest the most. Time management hasn't been an issue for me, or at least I hope it hasn't. But yeah, hey, you never know. You know, I'm starting, and I'm praying that everything will flow little by little, if you guys know what I mean. So I'm moving on to question number 3. Question number 3 was, how was your time in high school? You see, I was a nerd. I would not admit it. I would not deny it. I was a huge nerd. Yo me la pasaba in the library. Well, freshman year, you guys, I joined extracurriculars, aka band, and I was a huge band geek. If you're a low brass player, shout out to you guys, my euphoniums, trombone, baritones, tubas. Hi, how are you guys? I miss you guys. I was in one of the best in my section, along with other people, which I'm not gonna bring them in, but I love them all, and I hope everyone's doing well. Freshman year, I was kind of the shy one. I was always like in my closed bubble. Like, I was only hanging out with the people that I talked to in class, and I wasn't really focused and like being out there, you know what I mean? Then sophomore year, that's when I slowly started coming out of my shell. I started going out more, going to the mall with friends, and all the way up to 2020, which was when COVID hit officially. That was the ending of my sophomore year. So imagine, you guys, like, my graduating class was, well, I feel like all the graduation classes were affected, but imagine like being in your room, and I feel like most of y'all can relate to this. Like, my timing as at the ending of my sophomore year, and then my entire junior year, you guys, being at home all the time, like, it got really frustrating. So it was really tough, and not just for keeping up with my assignments, but like being in the same room over and over and over 24/7. Like, it was rough. Like, I got really bored, and the fact that I couldn't go out because of the stay in shelter order that was in at that time. Like, there wasn't really much going around, you know. So that was ending sophomore year and my entire junior year. Now my senior year Girl, y'all best bet that I was the slay back in senior year. Senior year, I joined the Certified Medical Assistant program at South, my high school. My plan was originally to go into the medical field. So I pursued the medical field all the way to, I reached my certification exam. I flopped. Oh well. And then that's when I lost interest in like doing the medical assisting program. But obviously senior year, I was still in band. And again, that's when I really started to manage my time, because not only had to manage my time with my medical classes, but I also had to manage my time with band. So that was like pretty fun, but also like pretty stressful at some point. I had to go from class to class every single day, and it was exhausting, you guys, because we will be studying in one class and the next moment you had to run to across campus to go to the band hall. And girl, it was quite the hassle, and I'm not even kidding about that, you guys. Like, it was really it was quite the journey. Then obviously senior year, I had to go to prom. And prom, then graduation, and then I graduated, and then I'm in college, I'm working, and now I'm running a podcast. Yes, she's a successful gorge. Me. But anywho, you guys, that was my time in high school. Now let's go on to question numero cuatro. Did you ever picture yourself to be where you are now, and where do you see yourself in the future? I definitely did not expect to be where I am now. I've accomplished so many things, and I know that I'm going to be doing a lot better. I know that I'm not just going to stop with where I'm at now. I know I'm going to continue to put more plans. And one thing about me, you guys, is like, cualquier cosa que yo me proponga, yo lo cumplo. Whatever I put myself to, I accomplish it, no matter how hard the task it really is. It's like, I'm not going to challenge myself if I know I can't do it. But if I know that I'm able to accomplish a certain task, then I'll do it, sin importar. So right now with me starting the podcast, it's like, yo me estoy proponiendo muchas cosas. I'm like really putting more stuff to me, and I know that I'm going to accomplish a lot of things. So obviously I do see myself, in a better setup than where I am now. If I show you guys where I'm currently filming, you guys will laugh at me. I'm laughing at myself. So that's where we are right now. I do see my podcast growing more. I do see myself growing as a emerging influencer, so and let's go ahead and move on to the next and final question. Question numero 5. What is your goal as emerging influencer? Honestly, you guys, I get asked this question quite a lot, like quite a bunch, girl. Like, I want to be someone who inspires other people, and I know there's other influencers that are a whole lot better in doing what they're doing than I am, but I'm just starting off. Like, I know that I don't have as many. I have 10K subscribers like other influencers. But I know that that one day someone will come up to me and be like, you inspire me to follow my dreams. That's what I want to be. I want to be someone who inspires others to follow their dreams. If there's anything that I'm able to share at this time here in the podcast, is that never be afraid to follow your dreams. Set yourself to do the things that you know you can't do, and accept the things that you cannot change. Because at the end of the day, we have control over what we do. Inspire yourself to be a better person. That's what I'm trying to be. I hope that with my content, I hope that people like feel a little bit inspired, like seeing from someone that lives in the valley. If someone in a small town is able to grow, then I'm pretty sure there's going to be a lot of people who are going to be that are going to want to be. So that's my goal as an influencer, like I want to inspire other people to do better for themselves, to feel that upper boost, I want people to feel motivated, if you guys know what I mean, ¿verdad? So I would like to invite you guys to just feel inspired, follow your dreams, follow your heart, and yeah. Alrighty, you guys. So, as you guys know, this is Noche de Chisme, episode 1. I'm not really gonna do a big episode just because I wanted to keep episode 1 just like a quick introduction video, so you guys get to know me and for you guys to get an idea of what Noche de Chisme is. And I really hope that within the future, little by little, we start growing together. But anyhow, you guys, for episode 2, I will have a special guest with me. But yeah, keep in touch about that on my platforms. But anyhow, you guys, if you guys enjoyed it, just let me know in the comments down below, and also just give this video a heart on Instagram. Leave your name down below if you guys want to be on the podcast. If you guys are watching me on YouTube, if you guys enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed filming it for all of you guys, be sure to let me know by giving this video a like, and leave your name down below if you guys want to be part of the podcast. If you're not already done so, click that little subscribe button down here, and also turn on that bell notification so that way you guys get notified every time I upload a brand new video. If you guys enjoyed episode 1 of Noche de Chisme, just let me know, you guys. Use hashtag Noche de Chisme by Yon, and on Instagram and on YouTube or any platform. That way I know you guys really enjoyed it. But alrighty, you guys, this is all for episode 1. If you guys want to check me out on any other platform, it'll be in the next part of the video. Alrighty, guys, I hope you guys have an amazing day today. God bless you guys, and thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much for listening for those that are listening to me at another website. Alrighty, guys, bye.